Hello, everyone. My name is Caroline Hines, and I am one of the program coordinators in the Office of Emergency Programs. Today, my colleague Sydney Arsenault and I will be presenting on the newly redesigned ESSER quarterly report form. Just a disclaimer before we begin. This presentation is designed to help you understand federal and state requirements for the ESSER subaward. This presentation is not a substitute for reading the ESSER subgrant award, the program-specific assurances, the SCDE's assurances and terms and conditions for federal subawards, and the applicable federal regulations for this subaward. The Office of Emergency Programs has redesigned the quarterly report form. The purpose of this session is to review the changes and provide instruction on completing the revised form. Subgrantees must report the following within 5 days after each calendar quarter: the amount of subgrant funds requested in gaps and received within the quarter. These amounts should tie back to spending plan categories. Districts must also fill out a quarterly report form for each ESSER grant where funds were claimed in gaps within the quarter. Now I'm going to hand it over to Sydney to present on the changes we have made to the quarterly report form.
Links to the new quarterly report forms can be found on this slide and on the ESSER web pages. Please note that you will need to fill out one form for each grant. When you open the link, it will bring you to the web page for the appropriate grant. You will choose your district and fiscal quarter from drop-down menus, input the dollar amounts claimed in gaps, and input a description of activities, which is similar to the previous version of the form. You will input that information for all categories. The example on the screen is for ESSER 1, so there are only 12 applicable categories, and 15 for ESSER 2 and ARP ESSER. If you do not claim anything in gaps within that quarter, you will have to input 0 for the dollar amount. The total amount of funds will auto-calculate, and then you will also manually enter the total amount of funds claimed in gaps with that quarter. The amounts must match in order for submission. Upon submission, you will receive an email receipt of your responses for your records. Here are the upcoming reporting due dates. As a reminder, reports are due 5 days after the close of the quarter. These dates can also be found on the ESSER webpage, which will be posted on the next slide. As always, please feel free to email scesser@ed.sc.gov with any questions, or consult the United States Education Department's Frequently Asked Questions document. I have also included a link to the ESSER funding information webpage. Thank you for your time.